I got myself another 5-2 game going here against Shakiljewel from, I know that flag, but I can't think of it. Bangladesh. Oh, I had a really good friend from Bangladesh when I was in college. Really, really nice guy. His name is Masoon. And he taught me that it was fun to eat mangoes and rice with some milk in it. It's sort of like a breakfast type thing. Anyway, that's what I learned from Masoon. So we got a martial defense here with this bishop move coming out. Well, let's just see what happens here. I think maybe I'll check on a4 next. No, I can't because I'm going to have to play knight c3 next. So guard this guy. This bishop coming out is not the most common move I've ever seen. So he chooses to capture. Alright, that's fine. Now he comes back. And we'll play this move. I don't really like the queen on f3, but I guess it's not really blocking the knight from coming there anymore. Let's come out to... Oh, wait, well, he could have just taken that pawn. Yeah, I totally bungled that. I didn't have to play knight c3 because this guy was already guarded, and I needed to play like this. Yep. So Jonathan gets kind of lucky there. I almost castled long just for the fun of it, but I probably should not do that. Let's play here. If he plays bishop b7, then I'll play e5. Come on. This is hope chess. But it's really not a bad square for the bishop either, so... he doesn't let me have fun. Thinking about d5, though. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces against d5. And he has 4, so that's equal. Means the first person to attack should lose. So let's just do it. I'm ready to castle, he's not, so opening the center up ought to be a positive thing for me. Plus, this guy's hanging now. Maybe I should pin him. We were going to continue to capture. I'll take with a knight if he retakes. Though if he doesn't retake, I just have a isolated pawn. Oh, okay. Well, I'm just going to take. That makes the most sense to me, right? Ooh, and now you can't castle. And I'm threatening to take it here on b7. Not anymore, I guess, but it was. What to do? Let's just come c4 or what? Yeah, we'll come here. Just come back to where it's protected. Is the main. And I'll go ahead and castle. Are you gonna castle long now? Maybe. Maybe I should have put a rook on d1 to prevent that. I'm also kind of liking the idea of knight d5. Okay, so he does castle long. Yeah. Well, let's go this way. We get our rook off the long diagonal. We'll put it against this king. Can't be good for him. I mean, you realize he's only down a pawn, but it feels like it's got to be much, much worse for him than that. Let's go here. We're threatening to take on a7 now and win the queen. So he's got to do something with the queen now. Actually, I don't even have to take on a7. I could just put check on f4. Probably be good enough. Alright, he's going to allow that. So let's just do it. I expect there's a good chance he'll just resign now. Instead he does that. Oh, he resigned anyway. Alright. So, does he have to resign though? Because if I take on e5, oh yeah, he can't take back with the queen. So He's still just dropping a piece. So yeah, I think he's safe to resign here. Where did he go wrong at? This bishop move is odd. I've not really seen that before. Normally they just immediately, after I play e4, they just come back. So like knight c6 I think would be fairly normal here. C6, e6. I don't think this is so bad though. I don't think there's any problem with that. Captures, and then actually I screwed this up. He should have just taken here on d4, but he didn't. So then I wanted to play here so that if he just played the routine bishop g7, I was going to play e5 and then take on f7, which would have been pretty annoying for him, but he saw that. But then I've got a lot of force against d5 in this line, so I just opened things up. And yeah, I think bishop g7 is definitely a mistake. I think that he either should have played e5, which just gives me this isolated pawn that he could try to play against, or he should just capture. I retake with a knight, he retakes with a knight, I take with a bishop. But he might have some problems with f7 there, because I'm also attacking b7, so maybe he has a lot more problems than it looks like. Maybe this whole idea of fianchetto is just poor. You know, maybe back here, instead of playing the bishop or the b6 move, he probably should have just played e6. Yeah, or knight b7, something like that, because he actually has a lot of trouble here with this d5 idea. So, I mean, I guess if he plays e5 here, that's probably his relatively best idea. But yeah, I'm just not. I don't feel like that's going to be that good for him. I mean, I have bishop g5 coming, and then bishop g7, and then maybe knight e4, and I'm going to get a lot of pressure against this knight. So I think he has problems no matter what. So we did this. In retrospect, I'm still happy with where I dropped the bishop back to. I should have probably prevented him from castling on, though. I probably should have played rook d1 here, and that would have forced his king in the center. I think that would have made more sense. Instead, I just sort of castled, which is a little bit too routine, I think. But rook d1, I think, preventing him from castling. But then, maybe he plays knight a5. Knight a5, I castle, he captures here, I take, and then he can castle. So knight a5 is an issue. Anyhow, he got to castle, I lined my rook up with his king, he moves out of the way, I line up with his queen, and he does not move out of the way. I guess he failed to recognize that this is coming with a check. So, I mean, if this weren't check, I would actually be mated right here, because he would just take here, here, and then here. This would be checkmate. But instead, it comes with check. So after this, he plays here, and he can't come back here just because of this. Play here, and then honestly, probably just play like this, and pen it to his king, threaten to win it. He has a lot of ways out of that, though. I mean, he can go here, and I have back rank to worry about. If I try to do something like this, maybe he'll go here. And I would have to do this, and then this. Yeah, I'm not really going to win much more, but I'm still ahead a rook for a queen, so this is plenty enough. So what do we have here? This was a 16 move win. I will take it. All right, guys. Well, I hope this was fun for you guys, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.